Hello everybody, I'm Kim from Tall Mouse Creative Arts and welcome to Saturday Shop and Show Live. We are so excited to be here today with you guys, and I know you are going to have so much fun all day long. So speaking about snow, let's bring up our gift certificates. So we know winning is so much fun. We want you guys to win. So please drop a comment on our video today. We are going to be giving away two $20 gift certificates. We'll be doing a random drawing a little bit later on. And then our grand prize drawing is a $100 gift certificate to the website. And where do you drop that comment? Wherever Bonnie tells you to. So remember, drop a comment on our video for a chance at one of two $20 gift certificates to the website, and wherever Bonnie tells you for the $100 one. So let's get on to more snowflakes, because if you guys bought your box, which I certainly hope you did, we've got our project that we're going to start off with right away before we get to a table full of goodies. And believe me, we got a lot of new goodies for you guys. So we're going to tilt our camera down and take a look at our kit. So we are going to make a slimline snowflake card. So you got your kit in the box. You got paper, you got a die, so you can make more, of course, an acetate or window plastic sheet, you got some instructions, and then you've got your sentiments. So we're going to put that guy aside. Let's take a look at some of our samples right now. We're going to make the last one, but I'm going to show you some different variations that you can do with your die, because after we're done making our card, you guys get to make as many as you'd like. So this one right here, I just switched it up and did the die cut and glued the snowflakes coming from the top down. I ran the die cut through the machine and did a little lighter color blue to contrast against my cardstock and put my sentiment in the middle. And if you notice that lifting up, that's your window plastic right there. And then for those of you that don't want to do a slim line, you can certainly use it and then chop it up so you make a smaller card and use whichever parts of the snowflakes you want for a bottom little embellishment, and that lifts up just the same. So the card we are going to make together is this, but I added a few embellishments. If you notice, I added a layer of blue right there and a layer of blue right there. You guys can do the same. What we're going to do is just do the white one right now with the sentiment in the middle. We're going to use our window plastic for different ways other than shaker cards and whatnot. And then we're going to embellish with our sentiment in the middle. So let's get started on our project. So you are going to begin with your cardstock paper, 8.5 by 11. You're going to turn it on its side and you're going to measure to the 4.25 inch length. We're going to cut on that dash, and then you're going to measure backwards 1/2 inch, because that's going to be your score line. So 4.25 we're cutting, 1/2 inch in we're going to score. Now this is 8.5 by 11 inches. Your die is 8 inches. I put a dash mark because you can cut it there. That's the sample we're going to use. We're going to cut it on that particular line. If you want your card just a little bit longer, just realize your snowflakes is going to fit on the inside of it, and you'll have just a little spacing on the outside. That's completely up to you. The sample we're going to do is cutting exact right there. So again, 4.25, 1/2 inch in is your score mark, and then we are going to cut 1/2 inch off strip so we've got the proper size on our card. And then looking on our proper size on our card, the card, after we fold it right there, after we've scored and fold, is going to be 3 3/4 by 8 inches long. So now scoring tools. I use two different ones. We've got our double tipped dotting tools that I use to score, or you can certainly use a Teflon bone folder to score. So I did my scoring right there. I'm going to turn it around right there. And then what I like to do is do a soft fold before I do a harder crease fold, because sometimes I make mistakes and I fold it incorrectly. So if I fold it over softly, then I have a spot that I can actually fix it if it doesn't go correctly before I give it a hard crease. So go ahead and do your fold in, and then take your bone folder and give it a nice crisp sharp fold. So that is going to act as our lip where our window plastic is going to go under in order to lift it up. If you want to do a different card at a different time, you could always cover it on from the top here down, but then you have to put a little embellishment right there to hide the clear plastic. So what we're going to do is put that on. And then I open this up. I put my double-sided tape on the inside already. You can use a tape runner or you can use double-sided tape. I just don't recommend liquid glue because it's not strong enough for this particular step. So I'm going to seal that back over and I'm going to put that off to the side because we'll be back and use that in a minute. So let's talk about your die. So your die at the moment, if you notice, it is 8 inches long. You have a cut here, and all of this is going to be cut out. This is not a cut line. So what does that do? That allows you, I delicately cut that out, it allows you to have a longer piece right here. So you could use that as a part of a card. You can use it for anything you want and trim where you want to. Now, just a word, if you're popping this out of your die, please don't just rip it. I know sometimes it's easy to, let's get going on that, but these are very delicate snowflakes. So I've used my tweezers and I went in and popped these out because if you notice, the snowflakes are delicately attached to kind of like the snow wave, I'm just going to call it right there. If you pull, those snowflakes have the ability to pop out. So you just have to be careful when you pop it out of your die to make sure you preserve all the delicateness of the snowflakes. And then of course you can always use your negative space as stenciling to do more layers with. So this is a cardstock piece that you guys are going to use. So I'm just going to put that off to the side because after you get it cut out, we're going to adhere it to our acetate. But let's talk about the acetate in a minute. Acetate is also window plastic. I have a note that says trim window plastic because your size that you got is 4 by 8. So you're going to tuck it right in there. And of course, it's going to go a little bit over right here, a little bit over right here. You just want to trim it so it matches the exact size of the card with it tucked in underneath. So trim your window plastic, but don't get rid of your extra pieces because we can always use those, and I'm going to show that to you in just a minute. So now after we have taken our die cut, run it through the machine, our window plastic is cut correctly, I'm just going to flip this over and show you what I did. I took my tape runner, I ran it along here on the big solid pieces. Now, this is where your liquid glue comes in handy. I particularly use Zig. You can use whatever type of liquid glue, or if something else works better for you, that's up to you. I took my Zig pen, and then I'm just going to show you on the back side. I ran it neatly on the lines of all the snowflakes. Because they're so delicate, I put a piece of paper underneath and just went really lightly on that. So I have a harder tack here than the liquid glue. I took my tweezers and ever so delicately placed the edge of this onto the edge of the window plastic. And then I went down right there, and then I touched lightly and sunk all of the snowflakes down right there. And in the meantime, I got a few little smudges on here, which, you know, crafting mistake or an opportunity for an embellishment, which we're going to do that. So we're going to now, this is a completed piece right there. We are going to adhere that right up into there. So we are going to take our tape off. And let's make sure it comes off. Take our tape off right there. And then this is just going to butt right up against the fold. Make sure you got it lined up where you want. And then you're going to press that right there. I'm going to take my bone folder just to give it one more extra press right there. And then voila, that's all ready to go. Now, our sentiments. You did get 2 sentiments in there. In your kit, snowflakes are winter butterflies, winter kisses, and snowflake wishes. You can choose whichever one you'd like. For this one, I chose snowflakes are winter butterflies. I cut it out and I just took my corner rounder, did that on all 4 sides, and then inked it. You don't have to. And then we're going to give it a little tape runner. And then I want that, just line that up. I want that to go about right there so it can be seen through right there, but with a little bit of the snowflakes going up right there. Now, technically your card is done. If you want to add more pieces, let's show you. I took my die, I put a couple of pieces, just different blues, wherever I wanted to on there, ran it through the machine and got these pieces. So you can certainly add them as layers right there and dimension. So you can do it on the outside, or you can certainly do it on the inside right there. Lots of different options to do that. Okay, so window plastic. Let's talk a little bit more about that. So I'm going to bring this guy over and show you this card I made a while ago. See these extra pieces? That's what you can do with some of your leftovers. So never get rid of the acetate or the window plastic, because you can do other things with other types of cards with that. So that is another use for window plastic. Let's talk about window plastic. We've got 3 different sizes to share with you. It's from Judikins. It's embossable, so it can go through your embossing folders as well. So we've got the 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. You've got your panoramic size, which I'm going to show you a project with that in just a minute. And then you've got your full sheets too. So you can run these through your die cut machines. You can do whatever you need to do with them. So window plastic or acetate, what did we do? So I made what I call a panel card or a panel panoramic. So I used our Skinny Jim Slimline die, that particular one, and it's nice and thick, so I was able to put foam in right here, and then all around the perimeter, and then cut that guy out and made myself a panoramic size shaker card. So if you notice, I've got gingerbread, men, houses, I have some red and green crystals, and then I've got some of the little ones that are like gumdrops, because it's a gingerbread, so I thought gumdrops kind of went with that. And then, of course, I finished it off with a little handmade symbol, which we're going to talk about in a little bit. So, shakers, what are we looking at right there? We've got a couple of Christmas ones left on the website. That's that gumdrop one. Totally fun. Looks like the stickers that are the gumdrop, but those are all loose and ready to go into your shaker cards. Gingerbread men. We've got traditional red and green. We've got gingerbread houses as well. And then we've got snowflakes, which, you know, you add some solid colors to that and really make those snowflakes pop. So another sample of our acetate. So we've got 2 dies here I want to show you. We've got a Merry Christmas die and then a Skinny Jim Slimline die. It's SJ number 7. Simple rectangle, you got lace and you got a tray. Really fun die to use. I've showed it a couple of times, just showing it now used in a Christmas layout. So I used the middle die to cut that guy out, and then voila, there is your acetate plastic right there, window plastic, and then I did my Merry Christmas pop-up in the middle. So you would never know that's going to be in the middle of your card. And then, of course, we finished it off with the little handmade, which I'm going to show you guys that in a little bit. Okay, so more dies. Oh my gosh, we're going to come down here. So we've got a ho 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 that's got a layering piece with Santa hats. We've got gingerbread, which I did not finish frosting that little guy, but they've got their little peppermint candy canes, super duper cute. We've got Let It Snow. We've got these fun borders, which is a pack of 5 little teeny tiny borders, totally fun. And then ornaments, we've got a couple of different sizes here. So a large size, and then we've got a matching teeny tiny size. So those are 2 different packs, but hey, if you want a big tree, you got that ornament, small tree. We've got candy canes, large ornaments right here, and then this little, I call it the swoosh of Merry Christmas. This is similar to the die where it will not cut out on the edges, so you can get the length wherever you'd like it to go. And I've got a card to show you guys on that one. And then we've got our Christmas trees as well. So let's take a look at some of these cards that we've done. So I took these Christmas trees. There's no acetate in there. I just layered them. They're actually my bridge. These are a connector piece to that, and then I can stamp or put some sort of sentiment in the middle of that with our little Santa hat right there. And then another one with the swish. I just put that on the very end, so you can make very simple cards with these guys. Snowflake on that side. And then you guys have seen Our basic wreath, we've used it a couple of different times. And then the simple word Mary. So we just layered that on top of that to make a very simple card. And again, we use the handmade symbol. And then brand new die, super duper excited about it. So we use the Let It Snow. The dots are the background piece, which are the embossing folders, which are always fun to use. And then we have our long icicles. That's considered a Skinny Jim Slimline die. So it is a set of 4. You get a couple of different lengths on that. Set of 4 Slimline, Skinny Jim Slimline die icicle set. And then I took a little bit of Winkastella and gave that a little bit of glitz to that. And then finished it off with the snowman here. So then one more sample I've got to show you guys with the embossing folders. These are presents. They could be for birthday, but they could certainly be for Christmas as well. So that was just another quick card. So let's talk about snow. We've got 4 different things we can use for snow. We've got the snow writer, which acts as texture, like a texture paste. You can color it. No heat source, air dry. We've got the snow marker, which needs a heat source, and that puffs up, kind of looks like popcorn. And then remember, we've got the diamond dust. This guy really shows and throws a lot of light, so that is a beautiful set of snow to give. And then, of course, we've got Winkastella. So we've got the clear, which gives a little bit of glisten, but then remember, you've got the white, so that can act as snow. So if I were going to put snow on this, I would just put little dots with my Winkastella to give a little bit of snow right there. And then what are we signing the back of our cards with? We've got 3 different sets on the website. We've got the traditional handmade set, which is a set of 4, and then we've got 2 seasonal ones. The first one being sort of a basic set with a cloud, flower, something for birthday, Valentine's Day, or just a heart, and then a few things that say handmade. And then second is our seasonal set with our snowman and our Santa hat, pumpkin, leaf, sun, and snowflake. Very popular. And of course, you can put your little name right there too to say who it was handmade by or the date on how you send your cards. Okay, so let's take a look at a layout. So we've got a 2-page layout right here. I know, I'm just going crazy. Cards and layouts, because I heard you ladies. All right, 2-page layout using the dies that I have shown you. 2 of them are going to show you. So those are those little borders, really simple, just to outline your cards. You got 4 big spots for pictures. Big Merry Christmas right there, some journaling if you like a train tracks. We've got the big ornaments here, and if you notice that rough edge on the rough Christmas tree, more edges. So how did I do that? We've got our Skinny Jim Slimline die, which are the train tracks and the road. Use that right down there. And then our torn, this guy is the torn Skinny Jim Slimline die. I really like that edge. So think about what else you can be using your dies on, because I ran my paper through so I could get that particular edge right there. All right, so let's take a look down here. We've got more dies. We've got our truck, we've got candy, we've got a fun sort of a globe-like tree and Santa. We've got our fun little reindeer. Those are just little crazy guys. We've got our melting snowman that I did a couple of different samples with. He's falling apart, or he doesn't have to melt just yet. We've got our big Merry Christmas. We've got a little bit of a trees and a little bit of a stocking border Christmas tree. And then remember, presents can certainly be for birthday. So I cut it out in pink just to show you guys that. We've got our pine boughs, more presents, Christmas, and that train we talked about right there. Okay, let's talk about adhesives. We got some brand new ones on the website. Tombow Precision Pen, that's like writing with the pen, very good. We've got Crafty Foam Tape in white and black, because sometimes you want to do a different color and you need that darker foam. And then black foam squares on the website as well. Ultra Bond, this comes out a little milky white but dries clear, all the normal acid-free goodies in a pen or a bottle form. And then we also have the metal tip with that pin in it to keep from clogging. So that's from Art Glitter. And then sticky dots. We've got our full sheet sticky dots, because sometimes you need sticky dots to put your embellishments on, pull them off, and make them sticky. All right, you guys are going to watch this real quick while we flip our table. Okay, we're back and we flipped our table and we have a lot of new products to show you, so I have to talk fast, but we need to get into it with our magic memories, brand new. So we have a few new dies going on here. We've got square, oval, rectangle, and a circle. Also some backgrounds. We've got a brand new magic memories and of course our classic pumpkin with some fun swirls in the middle. So I just took this and made a fall kind of menagerie layout of this type of picture frame. So you can certainly add all your pictures in it and add some scrolling detail if you'd like. Now, I also did a 2-page layout with it. Same type of frames, just in your everyday colors. We got magic memories, we got some brand new bunting going on, and so these are large enough to certainly put your pictures in. And then again, I just made a whole grouping collage of that, and then we've got our dream die as well. So brand new, look at that in the what's new section. Brand new category for us, very excited. So these are the mini Skinny Jim Slimline dies. So you know the trend right now is slimline die, and then an additional trend off of that is our mini Skinny Jim Slimline dies. So we've got a few of them to entice you into having a fun new style, fun new size and shape to be working with. So look how cute that size is. This is a traditional scallop one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different layers to that guy. And our little gingerbread and a different size on that. So simple scallop we've got there. We've got a basic stitched as well. And of course we've got that torn edge. I just love that torn edge. You can use it with so many different things. And then this is just the fun tag, and we've got that word bloop going on and that particular piece with a nice little edge on the edge of it. Not stitched, just plain cut out. This is another plain cut out, but it's got a stitched embellishment piece right there. We've got another layout right here, and this one's got a lot of parts and pieces to it. And then of course we can certainly celebrate the happy birthday one too. So this one's got nice layers and a nice little ruffle to it. We've got an open square. So you've got 3 different rectangles to work with that and a little bit of embellishments going on here. I can't wait to get into different sizes of that. A couple more on the website and a couple more here. Look how fun it would be just to make a little notepad. Perfect size. And then we've got here with the really traditional rectangle stitched and scalloped, and then a tag right here too, which that's just going to make a fun card size. Now, to mail these size, we have a die, envelope template die. Not a template, but a die. So you can certainly mail your new mini Skinny Jim Slimline die size. I can't say that, guys, fast. So, mini collection. It's under the die section in its own set, mini Skinny Jim dies. And then to go along with that, we also have to have some small stamps, because in your small projects, sometimes you need to have small little icons and stamps. So go ahead and check out our new stamp category. These are the tiny ones, but they'll go with anything, of course. You know we love our stamps. And then, of course, we've got some holiday ones too with our gnomes. We have deer, Happy New Deer. For a dear friend, we've got some more seasonal guys and that crazy little moose right there, or reindeer. Some fun presents. And then basic and everyday too, because we can all use some simple stamps that talk about happy birthday, have a great day, celebrate, even a little fun font for Christmas right there. So check out our brand new stamp section. Oh, we just got so many new things. And then let's take a look. Now, it's gift card season, of course, and we've got 2 ways to do that. We've got our scallop flap envelope template. This is actually a template, not a die, but you can certainly make an envelope right there to put your gift card in and use the flat, very thin magnets, you heard that guy snap, to help you out with your gift cards. And then we've got our gift card die too, which looks like that. And I just made a quick sample that you can do 2 different ways. You can certainly glue it on the inside of a card, or you can, at the perforation, go ahead and fold that and insert that either this way or this way. Put your sentiments on the bottom or on the front. So you can certainly give gift cards your own way, and let's use our Christmas paper. Okay, couple of deals for you guys too. I know it might be time to be re-inking or restocking your ink. So we've got a few of the distress inks, the 4-packs with the cubes on it. That's on a deal, which we'll show you in just a bit, just showing you a handful of colors and flavors. And then paper, we've got a glam paper, glamorous paper. It's shimmer with no residue, glittery. We've got a silver bunch, a gold bunch. We've got 2 different ombres, a pastel and a bright color. And then of course, gotta check my time. And then of course, you know, we've got to do our tags. So we can adorn our packages or anything with tags. So looking at this tag set, they're considered a Skinny Jim Slimline die. Most of them are a set of 6. So you get 6 different sizes in here. This happens to be the torn edge. Can you tell, you guys, I love the torn edge. It just has that fun, perfect, ripped, actually torn edge to it. So it just makes a nice, clean tag. So we've got a few different styles on the website, but look how easy you can make a tag for gifts. And then you can certainly put it on bags too. I just took some leftover paper that I had to adorn a white bag, just give it a little bit of a pop, and then I turned that Merry Christmas die that we showed you guys earlier into a tag, pop it on there, and that's going to be gift giving. And then of course, oh, the gift for me. So to Kim, I used a big die right there on a big package, but they just will make it fun and festive underneath your Christmas tree. Whoop. And then we've got it looking like this too, where you can certainly drop words in the middle of it. So we have that die, Sending Christmas Joy. We've got this die as well, Merry and Bright. And then just showing, oh, gotta finish your handmade signs too. And on the back of that. So Sending Christmas Joy, I did that on cardstock and inked that. So, or excuse me, chipboard and ink that just to give it a whole different look, and then finish it off because you know you have to do your signature piece on there. All right, you guys, what are your specials? Let's take a look here. We are going to be, well, you are 30% off the website, off all regularly priced products. You do need the code for it to kick in, Capital Fun 21. Free shipping at $59, and the sale's valid until November 18th. And then we have some hot buys. All Skinny Jim Slimline dies are the $12. So that includes the tags and those earlier ones that I showed you with the shaker cards, as well as the icicles. The Glitz paper pad I just showed you, 2 for $5, and the distress inks are 2 for $20. So we want you guys to have a very fun, so much fun rest of your day, and then happy holidays. See you next time.